Oh, that tastes good. Good morning. Pretty good night last night. Slept real good. Was able to keep the fire going. This morning, I've been up cutting some willows for my next project. Made myself a pot of coffee for breakfast, along with a small loaf of bannock. Cut into it here and see what it looks like. Not too bad. This is one of my favorite breakfasts to have out here. I've got a small jar of jam to enjoy with it as well. That's really good. So far it's shaping up to be a pretty nice day. I do hear some thunder off in the distance though. Not too sure what to expect for weather today. Yesterday all the thunderstorms that rolled over came from that direction and headed right over top of me, so we'll see what the day brings, but right now the weather's real nice. Camp life is quite enjoyable. Last night when I was digging out my bed, I ended up digging up some spruce roots, and I replaced the withy that was holding my pot hanger together with a spruce root. The withy was beginning to crack on one side. It wasn't a very good one that I made, so rather than risking my pot falling over the fire, I just replaced it with a spruce root that seems to be holding quite well. So before I can get going on any of my more elaborate projects out here for the base camp, I need to get a saw built. I brought with me a bow saw blade and I'm going to make a frame for it out of these willow sticks that I went and collected. This is one of the reasons why I like to carry a bow saw versus a folding saw, is that if the frame ever cracks or breaks or gets lost, it's very simple to replace it. Another bonus is that this blade has these peg teeth which can be easily maintained with a file, so a very simple piece of kit to carry and to maintain in the field. This saw frame that I'm going to make is going to be a little bit different than what I used to carry. It's going to be a two-piece frame where the blade will be put between these two ends, but I don't want this stick to just be straight because it doesn't give me much of a cutting depth towards this narrower end. So what I'm going to do is shape this stick and steam bend it over the fire so that it will allow for a larger cutting area. There's definitely an art to bending green wood like this. Knowing how to read the wood when you're bending it, noticing which areas need to be thinned down more. If you see any buckling, you need to thin those areas out to make sure the wood doesn't split on the opposite side. The trick really is just to go slow and pay attention to what you're doing. And practice is definitely a good teacher. So I'm pretty happy with this curve. It's looking about where I need it to be. Now I just need to figure out how long this curved part needs to be to match up with the other part of the saw. I think right there should do. Mark that. We'll cut it off there. So those are the completed notches. They're very simple, but fit together and should hold. Quite happy with that actually. All that's left to do is cut the grooves for the saw blade. Well, the bow saw is complete now, so try for an assembly. Set the blade into the ends of the pieces. Now this tensioning line has to go on first. On this side, I can stand this up. I gotta bend this one, set it into that groove. Take this line, put it up top, and hook it in. Under on this side. So now we're looking like that. We put our toggle in here. There we go. Let's go see if this saw is going to cut for me. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. Works pretty good. I think the design could use a few small tweaks, but it certainly does its job. Cuts wood, and since I'm getting tired of kneeling in the dirt, I've now got a nice seat for camp. Well, camp is certainly starting to feel like home, and now that I have a bow saw, I can start to work on some more elaborate items for the camp. I still got a lot of stuff to do around camp today though, so I'm gonna get to it, and I will see you guys in the next one.